Hi, it's Rob here from Marion Hill Mission Press. We've been talking lately about story. Now it's important to understand that when I've been talking about story, I haven't exactly meant the story that you read in books like kids' stories or amusement, relaxation, fictional stories. I am talking more along the line of a story as the story of your life, the organization you work for, your mission and your focus. And there is a saying that goes along with story: never judge a book by its cover. And I think that is true in a sense of its deeper meaning, in the sense that we never judge someone by the way they look or something looks. We give it a chance to reflect on what it truly is. But sadly, in this world that we live in, where media attention is all over the place and there is a great fight to get our attention, a book's cover is really important. So I'm going to share a short story with you that I experienced recently. I read a lot of books, and I was spending some time in exclusive books, and I walked past this book on a number of times in there while shopping, and I never picked it up. Why have I got a copy of it now, you might ask? Well, the last time I went to exclusives, I walked past this book, and I stopped instantly and picked it up, looked at the front cover, wonder, and it says never judge a book by its cover, and then it's crossed out here saying never judge a boy by his face. Now instantly I was intrigued, flipped over to the back and bought this book. I went home and read a couple of chapters and suddenly realized that I'd seen that book before, and went back to exclusives and saw the exact same book with a different cover. Now it turns out to be an absolutely fantastic book, so I bought the blue one, and my wife and I read them together. Okay, I read the hard cover, she read the soft cover, but the same content. But there it is. I walked past the blue version of that book many times and only was struck by the red one. Now I know that's coming down to personal taste there. I'm not disputing that fact, that I obviously prefer the red looking cover to the blue one, okay? But the fact is, I picked up a book based on its cover. It happens to be a really good book, and it's a read I would recommend. But there it is. I judged a book by its cover, and it happened to be good. We need to remember that people instinctively do judge books by their cover, no matter how good they are. So we need to cater for that in telling our story. When we've got a great story to tell and others need to read it or live it or become part of it, we need to give, if possible, our story the best cover we can to filter out all the competition out there, so that our cover gets noticed, picked up, our cause gets looked at, flipped over, maybe read through the back and inside flap, and then bought into and read. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Make sure your cover is as good as it can be. Bearing in mind that I'm not talking necessarily about a book cover as such, but does your brochure look as good as it can be? Does it look striking? Does your website look interesting? The front page, your Facebook page. Is your book cover good? Right, see you next time.